What's going on, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Friday is finally here, so I got a good one today. Today we are going to put up tow haul mode versus the shift mode. Okay, now obviously with tow haul mode, what it does is it keeps you in the lower gears longer so you can get up to speed quicker and use all your torque. And in shift mode, obviously you're shifting your own gears. So is there a difference between the two? Is tow haul mode give you more throttle response? We're going to answer all those questions, and then after both of them, I'm going to put the truck in tow haul mode and shift mode together to see if that does anything at all. So stay tuned. So I got a little bit of a different view for you so you can see the shifting happen. So right now we are in shift mode. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a little ride in shift mode, and then on the way back I'll put it in tow haul and see if I feel any difference. When we get up to this stop sign, I'm going to be getting onto the main road so we can kind of punch it a little bit. By the way, when I'm in shift mode, I treat it kind of like a manual. I let up off the gas when I shift. I don't stay on the gas. And I feel like it helps it along to shift. Some people stay on the gas and just shift the gears, which is, I mean, to each their own, I guess. But this is a good way to do it. So now we just got to wait on all this traffic. So getting up to speed there, it didn't feel like tow haul mode. Like tow haul mode kind of pulls you forward. That just felt like I was in the gear a long time. One thing that was pretty cool is I did hear the TRD intake sucking some air, so that was pretty neat. So right now I'm in 6th gear, cruising along, and I'm gonna keep on driving down the road here. You know, if we get to a traffic light, I will turn the camera back on and we will go off the light again and see what happens. So it doesn't feel bad. It feels good shifting it, but honestly, it doesn't feel like it's anything more than me shifting it. Engine gets a little louder. Again, you hear the TRD intake, but overall, tow haul mode definitely feels like there's some immediate throttle response. So we're gonna spin around here and we're gonna put it in tow haul mode and see what's up. All right, now we are in tow haul mode and we are not shifting. We're just regular automatic tow haul mode. Just trying to turn. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's honestly, the way to describe it, it's honestly like shooting steroids into the truck. It's a completely different feel, and I love it, and I'm glad I have the option, and I'm glad I have the option to turn it off sometimes when I want to drive conservatively. But, you know, when I want to blast some rock and go, I have it. And when you're even in high speeds, you get right on it and the truck wants to go. Tow haul mode is fantastic. Definitely fantastic. Here's one off the light. Not even full throttle. Oof. This is like not even half throttle. Just unreal what it does for the truck. And now we're in tow haul shift mode. We're doing both together to see if it does anything. I could already feel the engine brake, so we might get a little something out of this. Person in front of me doesn't feel like driving. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoa. Well, I got a lot to say, so let's go park this thing and talk about some of the observations we found through this little ride. So I gathered some very interesting results, okay? First we'll start with just shift mode, regular shift mode by itself. Left a lot to be desired for me. It just, I don't know. It just felt like, okay, the truck shifts. Feels like automatic, but you control the shifting a little bit, get it up around 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. But other than that, it didn't feel like it did anything for the truck, which is kind of what I expected. Tow haul mode is just ridiculous and fun, and makes its instant throttle response. That's what it feels like. And honestly, I was totally wrong when we did the third thing, which was the shift mode with tow haul. I thought they would cancel each other out, because I thought, you know, tow haul pretty much is just, you know, a feature that holds the gears longer. So, you know, you could get maximum torque. But man, there is some extra throttle response in that tow haul mode. Even with shift mode, it was pulling the truck forward way more. And it wasn't like one of those placebo things. Like, try it yourself and let me know what you think, because in the shift mode with tow haul, it was definitely both were working. And I am very pumped to tell you that, especially tow haul mode, but even in shift mode, tow haul mode, you can hear the TRD intake sucking air. Like, you can definitely hear the intake doing the work, and that is cool. That is definitely cool, because you spend $400 on that thing and you want to make sure it's doing its job. It sounded awesome. Hearing the engine with the exhaust and the intake doing its job, it was a good little ride. I'm glad I did this test today. So overall, shift mode is okay. Tow haul mode is rock and roll. Tow haul mode with shift mode is just out of this world awesome. So I want you guys to do this test as well and let me know. Also, here's a quick little warning for you, a little disclaimer. Make sure, if you haven't used tow haul mode yet, you know that it's a touchy pedal, okay? You will lunge. So don't slam the pedal and turn. Make sure you're going straight when you use it until you get used to it and understand what the truck's gonna do. Especially when you're down in the shift mode in the first gear and tow haul mode on. I mean, you got a lot behind you at that point, so just be careful out there. But yeah, go try it. Let me know what you think. I'm dying to hear what you guys think. You have all weekend to try this and get back to me. Comment below the video or find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. You guys have a good day.